situation report for this morning, Monday, June 20th, 2016. A busy week again for firefighters as fire really raced across most of areas in Southern California as triple-digit temperatures had a strong hold. We saw an increase in fires. In fact, last week alone, there were over 250 new wildfires. So crews were very busy with those fires. Those triple-digit temperatures, the lower humidity, and gusty winds throughout many areas all led to higher than normal fire conditions. Now, already this year, crews have responded to nearly 2,100 wildfires that have burned over 32,000 acres. And let's take a look at some of those large fires. In fact, today, there are 8 large fires burning up and down the state, but we'll start down here in Southern California, where the border fire is burning down in San Diego County. This is the border fire burning near the community of Potrero, which was evacuated yesterday. Those people living in the Potrero area were evacuated as this fast-moving fire now has burned 1,900 acres. This fire just north of Tecate. Now, if we show you some pictures of the fire, you can see yesterday crews battling, trying to keep this fire away from the hundreds of homes that this fire has continued to threaten. And this video that we're playing here is some video shot by NBC7 out of San Diego, some aerial shots. You can see just how fast this fire is burning, even in the morning hours. Now, as we get later in today, obviously temperatures will continue to increase, and that activity is going to pick up even more, as we have already started to see. In fact, this fire is starting to threaten numerous additional homes, and as that happens, we'll be working with the Sheriff's Department, possibly calling additional evacuations in the San Diego County. So again, this is the Potrero fire. 1,900 acres have burned, 5% contained. Over 500 firefighters are battling this fire. Crews, though, are making progress despite, though, those difficult conditions. Now, we'll zoom out here and we'll talk about some of the other fires that we have across Southern California. The other large fire that's burning is the Sherpa fire. It's burning down in Santa Barbara County, just west of Goleta. Here you can see the perimeter of that. This is Highway 1, runs right along the ocean here. This is Goleta right in this area. So far, this fire has burned at least nearly 8,000 acres. Now, this is a photo from overnight. 8,000 acres burned, 54% contained. Now, I do have some video that will show you of this fire. Because of just how fast moving this fire was, large aircraft like the DC-10 were called in to assist to help slow down this fire. Now, the U.S. Forest Service, specifically the Los Padres National Forest, as well as CAL FIRE and the Santa Barbara County Fire Department are all on in unified command on this fire, working to try to slow down this fire. There are evacuations around the Sherpa Ranch area, again, all west of Goleta, that remain evacuated. We do have an update this morning. Fire Captain Rich Cordova has this update for us.
We are in Santa Barbara County at the Sherpa fire, where over 2,000 firefighters continue to fight this wildland fire. The fire is currently at 7,893 acres with 54% containment. As you see on the map here, especially down the south end of the fire, firefighters make great progress in containing this fire, and you can tell we use black lines indicating that the fire has been contained. If you move further up in the north section of the fire, we still have a lot of red lines here, and that indicates that this is open line. Firefighters are making great progress, but it's slow progress because of the steep terrain. But we have firefighters working their way in, along with aerial drops along the top of the ridge. And that's an update at the Sherpa fire.
So that is the latest right now from the Sherpa fire. Again, crews working to make containment. Now, another fire that forced evacuations late last week was the Comanche fire. This fire burned in Amador County, I should say, just north of Comanche Reservoir. 210 acres in total were burned by that fire. The fire today, 95% contained. Full containment is expected later today. Now, we'll zoom back out and show you some of those other fires that are burning in case you are interested in some of those. Several fires along in Kern County and San Luis Obispo County. The Bureau of Land Management containing almost containment of the Soda fire, as well as the chimney fire that we've reported on in the past. But a couple new fires that have occurred over the past weekend. This right here is the King Fire. The King Fire started on June 17th, just east of Highway 25 in San Benito County. Now, 237 acres have burned. This fire is 90% contained. The other fire to report to is the Arroyo Fire. It's burning just west of Greenfield. Here you can see as we zoom in. This fire 70 acres in total were burned. It too started on June 17th. It is 90% contained, so crews there in the Monterey County and the San Benito County areas, very close to containing those two blazes. Now, while a majority of these fires have been in Southern California, there is one additional large fire burning up in Northern California, and that's the Pony Fire. It's burning just southwest of Happy Camp. That's in Siskiyou County. Already, this fire has burned nearly 2,900 acres. This is on the Klamath National Forest. CAL FIRE is providing some assistance with resources to the U.S. Forest Service. They report to us today, again, nearly 2,900 acres burned, 60% containment on that fire. Now, the big story this week is going to be the temperatures. The hot heat wave is here. Let's talk a little bit about what that means for us. Well, the first thing, a red flag warning has been issued across Southern California, not only because we have triple-digit temperatures, but because low humidity and gusty winds, that combination right there throughout, this is Los Angeles, Ventura, and Santa Barbara counties, that is continuing to elevate our fire risk today. So if you live within any of these parts of the Southland, be extra cautious outdoors. Again, the wind and the high temperatures, low humidity, definitely going to be a concern for firefighters, especially here is Goleta right here in Santa Barbara County. That's where the Sherpa fire is. So these conditions will continue to cause some concern for us. But looking out for our outlook for the week, look at how high temperatures are going to get. 121 degrees in the desert today. But by later in the week, we should see some cooling down. But again, today, tomorrow, triple-digit temperatures. If you can, stay indoors. Stay where it's cool. Make sure you're also conserving electricity. There is a flex alert down in Southern California because of these high temperatures. So again, today, triple digits in definitely the second half of the state, but still in the 90s in many parts of Northern California. Now, it's not just the high temperatures, it's also the low humidity. You can see down in Southern California, we're going to see the humidity down into the single digits. That means it doesn't take much for a fire to spark. Once that spark is ignited, that fire is going to burn very quickly. 4% humidity in some parts of the Inland Empire, 8% down where the fire is burning near Potrero, the border fire. So very, very low humidity. But the other big concern, not only do we have high temperatures and low humidity, we have gusty winds. That's where we could see some elevated fire risk even further along the eastern part of the Sierra, Southern California, the southern part of the Central Valley, parts of the Central Coast. All are going to see winds 20 to 40 miles an hour, gusts in some areas of 50 miles an hour. Again, that wind is causing a red flag warning in Southern California, but it's going to be windy across much of the state, so you need to make sure you're doing your part to prevent sparking a new fire. Now, Brandon Smith did ask that we had an air attack affecting on fire behavior. Actually, I'm not sure what that means. So we'll just switch over talking about a very important campaign, Buy It Where You Burn It. If you're going camping this weekend, you've got to make sure that if you're taking logs from one area to another area, that you don't move invasive pests. There are a number of bugs and beetles, specifically the gold-spotted oak borer. These guys are killing millions of oak trees across Southern California. In fact, you can see here from this map, these are some of the counties where gold-spotted oak borer has already occurred, where they are starting to kill off trees. But the bottom line is, if you're going camping and you buy firewood, make sure you buy it in the area you're burning it where you're actually going to use it as. Because these bugs, like the gold-spotted oak borer, they can get into the wood, and when you travel from your home to another destination, those bugs are traveling with it. Don't let them travel for free. Make sure you buy it where you burn it. You can get some good information at don'tmovefirewood.org. Some good reminder just to help keep our forest healthy as we go into a triple-digit temperature week. That heat wave obviously going to elevate our fire risk. So that right now is the latest on the fire situation. If you live near any of the fires that are burning, you can always follow us on Facebook at cal_fire, Twitter as well, and we will make sure to give you any updates as they occur, though. For now, though, that's the latest on the fire situation burning here in California. I'm Daniel Berlant. Have a fire-safe week.